Yes.
It was worth it, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We've been married since 2012. We got a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. They kind of keep us on our toes, so.
I did not have comfortable contact. I was always worrying about contacts irritating me, or having to worry about where my glasses were, wrestling around with the kids, anything like that as well.
I always tried to wear contacts for any outdoor stuff, mainly because in the cold weather they would fog up. It seemed like you were constantly switching back and forth from glasses to contacts to sunglasses, and if there was a method to kind of change that and improve that whole process, that's kind of, I think, what prompted me to even begin this discussion, because I really wasn't 100% for it. But
I was.
Then once I started seeing the benefits of what it could be, I can tell you in the last week here, it's been pretty nice. I do enjoy being able to go inside and outside and not have glasses fog up and constantly switching back and forth. So kind of everything started lining up, thinking we were making the right decisions, so it's pretty quick. Yeah,
I mean, very efficient, extremely efficient when we were there for exams and everything like that as well. And I think we have a busy lifestyle, and we had the help from our family and friends, not only from our friend driving us up there that day, to our family watching our kids that evening so that we could take our prescribed nap that we were supposed to take. That was very helpful. And I think that's probably why we chose to do it on the same day, right?
Yeah, I mean, for me at my work, I'm extremely busy Monday through Friday, so to be able to kind of get everything done within a 24-hour sequence was ideal for me. And I will say that it made things interesting once you got home.
I first met Dr. Chu on a virtual call. He kind of went through the procedure, explained everything that would be happening, and he allowed me to ask my questions that I had. He was, I would say, very comical. He kind of compared his situation to the dental field, which is the field that I'm in, and so that kind of helped explain a lot of the things that I might have been nervous about as well. I mean, he was very nice from the get-go. I thought he had a great humor.
For me, I had an online conference call with him a couple days before she did. I feel like I ask less questions than Alix does. For me, it's more of, is this the right thing to do? And if he says yes, then I'm like, all right, let's go. So I'm a little more easy going on those things. I mean, that's why we went there, is because he was highly recommended, and overall, I couldn't have asked for it to go any better. So it was definitely well worth it.
So Dr. Chu, while during the actual appointment and the surgery itself, he would tell me exactly what he was doing with the first laser, and then, like I said, he would count down on how much time was left. I had an idea of how much time was left. Like I said, that makes me more comfortable. And then jumped over to the next laser, same thing. Explained exactly what was going on to me and how much time was left. And honestly, within minutes, that was it.
And we followed up and met him 5 minutes afterwards, and he took a look, at our eyes and wanted to see how everything went, and everything went flawless, and that was it. It pretty much followed exactly what he said it was going to do.
We appreciate when that can happen, when we're informed of something, of how it's going to go, and it goes exactly that way.
From the day of surgery, when you got out, your eyes were almost like you were underwater a little bit, a little hazy. Once you laid down and took a nap, I woke up, and at that point, I could see the TV, I could see the clocks, I could see everything, and
you weren't able to do that before?
I was not able to do that before.
Without glasses on?
No. I did search my glasses for about 3-4 minutes the next morning because I didn't know where they were, but then I realized I could see, so that was nice. But yeah, I mean, it was, I'd say the first hour after surgery until you get home and actually lay down, there's some discomfort, but ultimately it wasn't anything overbearing. And since then, my vision, the day after, my vision was 20/20. As of my 1-week follow-up last Thursday, I had 20/15 vision. I couldn't be happier with it.
I would say with my vision, after the procedure, like Brody said, a little blurry. You described it perfectly, like you're underwater almost. And after waking up, I was almost shocked. Like, I was envisioning it feeling like it did that first hour after having the surgery, and I woke up kind of like this is clear. It's not sensitive at all to opening my eyes, and I could see the clock as well without questioning what time it is.
I go out to job sites a lot, and I'm in facilities that I have to wear safety glasses on. I notice the things like I'm able to put an actual real pair of safety glasses on versus the ones that cover up like this much of your head that have to fit over your glasses. So that's been super cool. Those are the things that I notice. I can get in my vehicle and I can put a pair of sunglasses on, and I can, take them off, and I'm not constantly just back and forth.
The following day, I said, as we're driving, I said, "Would you see that road sign as clearly before without glasses?" And he goes, "No way." I noticed that even the day afterwards on the way back up to our follow-up visit. So things like that, I do notice.
I did notice in our follow-up eye appointment the week after, obviously, when they pulled up the sheet and they said, "Well, can you read this line?" And I'm like, "Yes." And I said, "Well, I can read the bottom line too." And that's something I've never been able to do, the bottom line, even with glasses. So it's interesting to see the clarity of what's actually happening, and just being able to look out and say, "Hey, I can see this now, and I don't need to squint," and so that's
a lot less squinting.
That's kind of a nice feature. It's kind of more of a hindrance for me because now I don't have a reason to say stop fighting with me because I got to take my glasses off. So now they can just
take the glasses off.
Now they can just bombard me, and so there's a downfall there. But other than that, it's been kind of neat to just, if they want to, if you're in bed and they come and jump in and wrestle with you, you don't
have to worry about the glasses being jumped on,
right,
broken, anything like that. If they wake up in the middle of the night, having to put your glasses on when you walk down the hall, kind of thing, to see what they need or take care of them. I would definitely recommend True Vision to anyone that asks me if they're even contemplating having any sort of refractive surgery, eye care, anything like that. I had a great experience with Dr. Chu, so I would definitely recommend.
I had a great experience with True Vision, and I would recommend anybody. I just tell people what I went through and told them I was pretty skeptical myself because it is kind of an important part of your body, and but once I kind of explain things, and at times I tend to talk a lot, so I kind of get into more detail, but once I do that, people are like, "Really, that's it? And you were out of there in 2 minutes?" And I'm like, "Literally 2 minutes, it was that quick." And doesn't it feel like it's gonna suck your eye out? No, honestly, it was pretty painless. The whole time Dr. Chu was just talking to you, telling you what to expect, and that's exactly what happened, and you moved on, and I said it was pretty flawless. So
I just want to say thank you to the True Vision Institute and the team, everyone that we worked with, Dr. Chu as well. You made it very comfortable for me to have this done. As we talked about before, it is an important part of your body, so it's a little nerve-wracking at first, but the comfort level was there, and it made it very easy for me to go in, stay comfortable the whole time, and leave happy that day. No. Honestly, I think it was just a good experience overall. I think it was better than what we expected, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's a true statement.